what we used to see.
Takes a minute to
Wash that love away. Take a clean break.
wash that
Love
Even now we
Remember what we used to
say. Even now we remember what we used to say. We'd be together if we had done
I did not actually mean to play 2 Talking Heads songs in a row. I guess I started playing the wrong playlist or something. But I love this song as well, and I haven't listened to it in a while, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know why it skipped to there in the playlist. It should have been the national anthem live in France by Radiohead off the album. I might be wrong. This song, but that was Talking Heads with A Clean Break, Let's Work, live at WCOZ Massachusetts. From the name of this band is Talking Heads, and before that was Talking Heads also live with Burning Down the House. How is everyone? Welcome to a very special episode of Sordid Underground. Hi, Art Control. Hi, Moist. How are you guys? Glad you could make it. Present date, present time. Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023, 12:55 a.m. I've kind of been, well, first of all, let's just cut straight to the chase. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up because of how great it is, and send me your money. And let's cut the bullshit. Let's quit dicking around. Let's get straight to down to brass tacks. No, I don't know. I've been kind of struggling for a while to figure out because I like to do the news streams and stuff, but I also like to do the video streams, and I feel like some people either enjoy just one or the other, and I don't know. I don't know how to format it. If anyone has any advice, let me know. But so I do want to watch. I have not seen this, but I had a very busy day actually today. As some of you might have heard, there's recently something of a bit of a fire in Hawaii. Come over here. Well, here, let me just Maui.
Only because Jan won't believe it.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
Shit's pretty fucked up. They were so when it first happened, I want to say that they were estimating between 500 and 1,000 deaths. Orchestrates so corpos could buy up large amounts of high volume land. I think that's more of just taking advantage of the situation. I don't think that, like, there was a conspiracy to do it. Like, I've been to Hawaii, and it's very easy for me to imagine how a place like that does not usually get.
This video shows what it was like
to be inside a neighborhood as it was burning.
That doesn't
Now, the man
isn't
who
usually
took this was
dry
making a
enough to
record of
get
which family
fires
homes
like
had been
this.
destroyed and which ones up to then had survived. We are also seeing new footage of the fire's aftermath released by FEMA as workers carefully search through all the debris. More than 100 people are now confirmed dead. Nearly all of the victims have yet to be identified. This video.
It's very easy for me to imagine, like, if there ever were a wildfire there, for it to be exactly like this. It just baffles me how they didn't have enough of a handle to contain the fire when they lived next to volcanoes. Yeah, but a wildfire is different from a volcano. Like, those are different things. And it's usually, like, in the past, I want to say, like, in the past, what, like, I want to say in the past, like, 20, 30 years or something, they've literally had 2 wildfires. No, they tend to just, I mean, they tend just to destroy stuff. I mean, yeah, they will cause stuff to catch on fire, but I don't know if any of the volcanoes there are even active, to be honest. But that's one of the reasons it would go up so easily, is because they're basically, yeah, it's a bunch of volcanic islands, basically volcanoes just jutting out of the ocean, and in the middle of the fucking Pacific. So it's usually very not dry enough there for anything like this to really happen or be a huge risk of happening. And it also, my understanding is that volcanic soil is very, very good, because there's, again, having personally been there, there's just shit growing everywhere. So it's very easy for me to imagine that if it were unusually dry, that it would easily go up in flames and spread, no pun intended, like wildfire. And then the other thing is that, because again, it's basically like ocean and mountain, is you get like a little bit above sea level, and the wind, it gets fucking crazy strong. And so it's also very easy for me to imagine that that would also contribute a lot to it spreading. So I think it was basically just, it was a freak thing, but I think they botched the response completely. And now I think, to be honest, this was a story I didn't initially follow very closely, because I just thought it was like, wow, terrible natural disaster. That's sad. That's really terrible. And then I kind of moved on. That being said, I've now taken a bigger interest in it, because it seems to me like they completely botched the response and then exploited it, and are now actively trying to cover it up. How bad they fucked up. All the way from the mayor to Joe Biden, who this is okay. I don't want to see people. I just want to see the clip. God damn it. I don't want to see people talking about it, reacting to it. And no, YouTube, I'm clearly not looking for the no comment on the Trump indictment. It's clearly he's getting out of a car. How can it fucking goddamn, I know I'm not the only one who has to be experiencing this, where it's like as the more time that goes by, the harder it gets to find what you're actually trying to look for on Google or YouTube. Especially if it's like a few months old. If they want to memory hole it, they will find a way. And it's just like they bury it under so much other shit that you'll never find it again. No comment. Maui. How about that? Is that narrow it down enough? I have not seen this. That does look funny. Alright, here's the... Okay, it looks like they open with the clip here. Alright, so, say you're literally any human being. Just any human being. Okay? That's all you gotta imagine being. And someone asks you, hey, what do you have any comment on the rising death toll in Maui from those horrible fucking wildfires? What do you say? A? Oh, yeah, that's awful. I mean, my heart goes out to those people. I'll do whatever I can to help them. God bless them. Like, it's really tragic. Or B, no comment.
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President? Time for...
Like that should have been one of the easiest fucking questions for any human being on the planet to answer. I don't think he had any idea where or who he was, or he just looked so lost.
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President? Time for the more...
Like, he has that, like... I don't know, just that, like... blank stare of someone who just seems super confused. Biden also got some shit because while the wildfires were raging, he was literally sunbathing, lying on the beach. And then, as you can see, Rehoboth Beach, I believe that's how it's pronounced, I don't know, Delaware.
Okay,
I'd not seen this. This is a short clip. White House issues statement on Maui wildfires after Biden gave press no comment. So Biden at this point can't even say anything other. They have to issue a statement for him on his behalf.
just a moment, I will turn it over to FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell, who is joining us from Hawaii, to share an update on the response to the Maui wildfires, much of which she briefed the president on last night, so that you know.
I'm sorry, did KJP misgender
Deanne
them?
Criswell, who is joining us from Hawaii, to share an update on the response to the Maui wildfires, much of which she briefed the president on last night, so that you know she has been in Hawaii since
Oh,
2
no.
a.m. on Saturday morning. So she was there for 2 full days. And
Wow.
she's still there right now. But before I do that, I
2
want
full
to once again
days.
say, as the president said last week, that he and the First Lady are praying for families who are grieving their loved ones and for everyone who has suffered devastating losses of land and property as a result of the wildfires in Maui. The president continues to stay closely engaged with his team and state and local officials to ensure our robust whole of government response continues. Yesterday, he received 2 briefings from FEMA Administrator Criswell on the ongoing federal response, a written update in the morning, and a phone call last night. The president has stayed engaged with Hawaii Governor Josh Green.
Yeah, it
and
sounds
they've
like
spoken
he's
twice
super
in recent
engaged.
days to make sure he gets every resource he needs. The president also spoke
He gets an
by phone
update
on
in the
Friday with
morning
Senator
and in the
Hirono.
evening.
With all of these officials, the president has had a comprehensive discussion about the remaining challenges, the need to prioritize the safety and health of residents who have been displaced, and long-term recovery. As the president said in his remarks last Thursday, he is committed to ensuring Hawaii has everything they need in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Early last week, the president began marshaling a whole-of-government response to the wildfires. Within hours of receiving the state's
Wallflower?
whole-of-government response to the wildfires.
Wa-
Within
the-
hours of
the
receiving the state's
wallflowers?
disaster declaration request last to the wildfires. Within hours of receiving the state's disaster declaration request last Thursday, he approved it and ordered all available federal assets to support the response. He dispatched a FEMA administrator, the U.S. Fire Administrator, and other officials to work with state and local officials to assess the needs on the ground, and they are providing regular updates to him and the White House team. There are already more than 300 FEMA employees on the ground aiding response efforts. FEMA has provided 50,000 meals, 75,000 liters of water, 5,000 cots, and 10,000 blankets to the county government for distribution. The Coast Guard and the Navy Third Fleet supported response and rescue effort the day after the fires first started, and the Marines provided Black Hawk helicopters to fight fires on the Big Island.
I'm sorry, the Marines and Black Hawk helicopters. I just imagined them. They're like literally fighting the wildfires. Like they're launching fucking like air to surface missiles and shit.
Administrator Criswell will provide an update regarding the federal response. Deanne, over to you.
Okay. That's wow. That's
Okay.
that was a much more comprehensive answer than no comment. It's almost like Biden didn't actually say any of that, or it has much of anything to do with any of this. But he did finally show up today. Technically yesterday, I guess. And spoke for 20 minutes. He actually finally made it to Hawaii. I have not watched these or this, but I've heard it was pretty bad. So I hope you'll all enjoy with me. I mean, Jesus Christ, it looks like fucking Ukraine. Oh, an important thing I meant to mention. So when the fire like first happened, I seem to recall they initially came out and said they were expecting like 500 to 1,000 dead. They are now refusing to release any numbers of missing persons and even like estimates of how many dead there are. And the rumor that's been going around that I've been hearing a lot is that it's because the death toll will definitely be over 1,000, and a huge proportion of those are going to be children, because apparently school was still not in, or was out that day or something in Hawaii, so a lot of kids were home alone when the fire swept through. And so that's why there's they are really not wanting to address the actual death toll like in any way whatsoever. He trips.
Well, hello, people of Maui.
Yeah, you're
Shown
supposed
such
to.
absolute incredible courage. And that's not hyperbole. I want you to know, on behalf of the United States of America, all the nation, the American people stand with you. Governor Josh Green, you've been incredible from the day we've spoken on this. You've been way ahead of the curve. Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke, Brian Shantz, our Senator Maisie. By the way, Maisie, I told my granddaughter, whose name is Maisie as well, she said, that's why I like her. Anyway, but her name is Maisie as well. And Jill Takuda,
Oh, God.
Representative Ed Chase, and Mayor Rick.
Maisie Horona's a
Rick,
cunt.
when we talked on the phone, you look like you played in defensive tackle for I don't know who, but it was somebody good. But at any rate, I want to thank you for your leadership during this unimaginable tragedy. To my left is the banyan tree, beloved by this community for over 150 years. Here in the former capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii, that has stood for generations as a sacred spot of exceptional significance. One of the people who took me under his wing when I first got to the Senate was Danny Inouye.
Where is the tree?
Talk about the Kingdom of Hawaii.
What?
He came from Japan, but it was amazing to listen to him.
What?
Today is burned, but
What?
talk about when I first got of exceptional significance. One of the people who took me under his wing when I first got to the Senate was Danny Inouye. He used to talk about the Kingdom of Hawaii. He came from Japan, but it was amazing to listen to him.
He came from Japan, but it was amazing to listen to him.
Today is burned, but it's still standing. The tree survived for a reason. I believe it's a very powerful symbol of what we can and will do to get through this crisis.
Do you guys see the tree?
And for as long as it takes, we're going to be with you. The whole country will be with you. You know, we will be respectful of the sacred grounds and the traditions that rebuild the way the people of Maui want it built, not the way others want it built. We're going to rebuild the way the people of Maui want it built.
What does that mean?
But you know, it's going to be hard.
What does that
America's
mean?
deadliest wildfire in over a century. And Jill and I have what's left, walked Front Street, what's left of it. We've surveyed the damage from the air as well. The devastation is overwhelming. To date, 114 dead, hundreds of people unaccounted for. I remember when I got the call, my first wife and daughter, I was a young senator, and I got a call in Washington. I hadn't been sworn in yet. I wasn't old enough. And I was hiring staff in the Capitol at Teddy Kennedy's office. And I got a phone call saying from my fire department, and a young first responder kind of panicked, you got to come home. There's been an accident. I said, what happened? He said, your wife, she's dead. Come home, come home. The tractor trailer had broadsided her and killed her in a car accident along with my little daughter. And I remember all the way down from Washington home wondering what a lot of people here are wondering. What about my two boys? How are they? They were in the car. I never got a read on that. were they going to be all right? They were badly injured. Were they going to make it? Had they made it? Wasn't until I walked into the emergency room that I saw that they were there. The difference between knowing somebody's gone and worrying whether they're available to come back are two different things. You know, and I remember one of the people who helped me the most was Danny Inouye.
I don't
helped bring me back, so I
know
know the feeling that as many of the people in this town, this community, that hollow feeling you have in your chest like you're being sucked into a black hole, wondering, will I ever get by this? You know, and it's one thing to know, but it's quite another thing to have to wait to wonder whether your family member is going to be okay. Imagine being a parent wondering whether your child is, where it is. I remember, as I said.
I think this is lending some credence to those rumors I was referring to, that there's going to be a disproportionately huge number of children who were killed in this wildfire. That's the only way that this makes sense, is because he's literally talking about one of his children dying and not knowing whether or not his other children were dead or not. And relating that to the people in the audience implies that either their children are dead or they don't know.
You know, press reports of grandfathers crying for lost neighbors while trying to be strong for the ones who survived. Of a woman distributing clothing to survivors who says she didn't lose her home, but she lost her hometown. But I also want all of you to know the country grieves with you, stands with you, and will do everything possible to help you recover, rebuild, and respect culture and traditions when the rebuilding takes place.
What does that mean? He keeps
My administration has
harping
been in
on
constant
that.
contact with the governor and congressional delegation and local leaders. As soon as I got the governor's request, I signed the major disaster declaration that mobilized the whole of government response, which means whatever you need, you're going to get. For example, the Coast Guard and Navy immediately supported maritime search and rescue operations, while the Army helped fire suppression. Here's what we've been doing since. First, we focused on search and rescue, which is still going on. Right now, there are over 450 search and rescue experts working round the clock.
Joe
Second,
Biden and I have
I've identified
different
FEMA's administrator Griswold to
definitions
lean forward, as she always has done,
of the
to help
term
survivors get
fire
immediate
suppression.
aid. FEMA's quickly provided
Hi, Tux.
55,000 meals,
What do you want,
75,000
Kit Kat?
liters of water, 5,000 beds, 10,000 blankets, working to help remove the debris, repair roads, and restore power. Additionally, the Department of Homeland Housing and Urban Development is working with the state to make sure survivors can move from emergency shelters into temporary housing. To finally have
You have an
permanent place to
opinion?
call home as well.
You want to say anything?
Small Business Administration is making low-interest federal disaster loans available to Hawaiian businesses. Many of them we've seen here burned to the ground. Homeowners and renters and nonprofits. If you need help, you can visit FEMA's Disaster Recovery Center at Maui College or go to disasterassistance.gov. Disasterassistance.gov. Today, I'm appointing Bob Fenton, who's here. Where are you, Bob? There he is. I'm appointing Bob Fenton as our Chief Federal Response Coordinator for Maui to lead our long-term recovery work.
All right.
He's one of the nation's most experienced
Tux,
disaster response and
not
recovery
shy.
experts
You
in
want
America.
out?
And I'm
Okay,
directing
see you
him
later,
to make
Tux.
sure the community has everything the federal government can offer to heal and to rebuild as fast as possible. And we're focused on what's next. That's rebuilding the long term, rebuilding for long term, and doing it together.
I should
Help get
hope
us back on
so.
our
I mean,
feet
like,
to rebuild the way we want to rebuild by making sure your voices are heard, by respecting your traditions, by understanding the deep history and meaning of this sacred ground, and establishing your community not to change its character, but reestablish it. We're also going to bring the capabilities to help you rebuild so your critical infrastructure is more resilient in the future. All this matters. Let me close with this. From stories of grief, we've seen so many stories of hope and heroism, of the aloha spirit. Every emergency responder put their lives on the line for us, save others. Everyday heroes, neighbors helping neighbors, Native Hawaiian leaders offering solace and strength. And this banyan tree, one called it the diamond in the rough of hope. Another referred to fire cannot reach its roots, what he said. Fire cannot reach its roots. That's Maui. That's America. And to the people of Hawaii, we're with you for as long as it takes, I promise you. May God bless all those we've lost. May God find those who haven't determined yet. And may God bless you all. May God protect our troops. Now I'm going to happy to turn this over to the governor, Governor Green.
This Biden spoke
Thank
for
you, Mr.
like
President.
5 minutes.
Before my formal remarks, which are brief, I wanted to say that I was deeply moved by the President as he shared with us by phone about his experiences of loss.
He
and
looked
how
like
Senator
he's.
Inouye helped bring
I
him
thought
back,
he was about to fall
and
over
how as
for a
time has
second.
passed, he's back here with us in Hawaii. You could feel a deep, deep commitment to playing that forward and caring for our people. So, thank you, Mr. President. Friends, we've been through so much together in recent years.
He looks
We
like
had
he's
3 years
barely
of the
holding
COVID
it
pandemic,
together.
which left us isolated. We've had volcanic eruptions in 2018 and 22,
I guess
which
they.
ravaged Big Island, and there are scars here in our people's
I guess they
lives
do.
from opioids and homelessness. But none of this has been as tragic as the fire in Lahaina, which over these past 13 days has come down on us like a mountain. The amount of loss we've experienced in such a short time.
He does.
is
He looks
difficult
like
for us
someone
to
you
even
would
fathom.
see like shuffling
But
around,
we'll hold
like
each other up,
like
hearts are
looking at
broken,
like the
and we'll heal.
the milk
but with the assistance of President Biden,
in his
the federal
bathrobe
government,
at
and the love and
at the
compassion and
7-Eleven.
resources throughout our state, we know we have the support to lift us up as we find those who are lost.
Mumbling
We'll deal
to
with the
himself.
tragedy. The president, within 6 hours, met our needs with the federal movement. 6 hours. I don't think that's ever happened before. So it's our deepest appreciation to you and Dr. Biden. Thank you.
I love it when they call her Dr. Biden.
The people of Lahaina will need time, we know, to heal, to
I really just want to see Joe talk. Um, I forgot she got suspended for the Holocaust remarks.
During a recent episode of The View, Whoopi Goldberg was talking about how she wants someone to be the Surgeon General who might not be qualified for that position. Let's take a look.
I'm hoping Dr. Jill becomes the Surgeon General, his wife. Joe Biden's wife, because she, he would never do it, but she's a hell of a doctor. She's an amazing doctor.
I thought she was a doctor and
PhD.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could be wrong. I
think she's a teacher, but might be good for Betsy DeVos's post.
Yes, perfect.
She has a PhD in English. But I love that that's just how oh man. People actually listen to these people's opinions. They're on TV telling people they're talking about their opinions on politics and things like who should be Surgeon General, and being like he should appoint his wife, which first of all would be unheard of. Like, no, the first lady should not be appointed to a cabinet, or it's like, I guess it's not a cabinet position, but to any official position. That's the definition of nepotism. But second of all, the fact that she was so fucking confident to go, oh, she's an amazing doctor. She's an incredible doctor. Just absolutely, just 100% confident. She's an amazing doctor. I could be wrong. She really just wanted to be Surgeon General because she's, but yeah. Oh man. All right. What else do I want to talk about? Wow, I don't have my notes, my notebook. Fuck. Oh, and a little bit of lighter news. Apparently, actually, wait, I have to get the censor thing ready. Okay. In some lighter news, those of you familiar with the game Fear and Hunger, there were 2 wikis for it, I guess. One of them has Fear and Hunger, the Tormentpedia wiki, the fandom.com one. Oh wait, maybe they got it under control. Did they really get it under for several days? It was what? Okay. Oh yeah, they've cleaned it up. Well, shit. For several days, it was completely unmoderated. Like, I guess all the people who worked had access to it, like, quit. And people were just editing. Let me pull up, see if I can find an archive of it. What? No archive found? What are you talking? Oh wait, let's try this. No results found. Did they change the... I'll be damned. How the hell did that happen? Alright, well, I'm not smart enough, I guess. But anyways, it was gonna be really funny. It was gonna be, a bunch of shit posts. But I guess we can't have fun anymore. No fun allowed. Okay, the other news I just want to touch on because it's 1:30, and then play some Persona is CNN reporting plans to turn himself in Thursday at Fulton County Jail. Do they have a clip? Maggie Haberman. Maggie Haberman has made absolutely insane claims about Trump in the New York Times before. I can't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head. This is on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it was she accused him of, but it was something that was like so ridiculously, obviously not true.
This ruling now from the judge warning about Trump can't threaten anybody, a witness, this is kind of an odd line. I mean, he's running against Mike Pence. If he tweets something negative about Mike Pence, where's the line here?
We are in unprecedented territory, and we have, I think, grown tired of saying that, but it really happens to be true here.
Pence, where's the
Trump to put up $200,000 cash bond, release conditions limit what he can post on social media.
We are in unprecedented territory, and we have, I think, grown tired of saying that, but it really happens to be true here. I think we're going to find out where the line is, and I think that as we have seen with former President Trump over and over again with his social media feed and his commentary, he tends to test exactly where that line is. We have seen him do it in the federal cases against him. I think we will see him do it here, but you are right. It's a very broad stroke, and so I don't know quite what this is going to look like. What Trump's lawyers have said over and over is that his free speech rights are being targeted, and he is the front runner for the Republican nomination. It's impossible to divorce all of this from that context.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about these conditions that have been put in place, along with the $200,000 bond, but these other parameters as well?
Right.
All right. So, former President Donald Trump plans to turn himself in and be processed at the Fulton County Jail on Thursday, following his agreement earlier Monday to a $200,000 bond and other release conditions. I'll be going to Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday to be arrested, Trump wrote on Truth Social, confirming CNN's earlier reporting from two sources familiar with the plan. Blah, 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 blah. Trump responded also by posting this on Truth Social, or whatever the fuck it's called. The failed district attorney of Fulton County, Atlanta, Fannie Willis, insisted on a $200,000 bond from me. I assume, therefore, that she thought I was a quote-unquote flight risk. I'd fly far away, maybe to Russia, share a gold-domed suite with Vladimir, never to be seen or heard from again. Would I be able to take my very quote-unquote understated airplane with the gold Trump affixed for all to see? Probably not. I'd be much better off flying commercial. I'm sure nobody would recognize me! Exclamation point! However, in all seriousness, this could be one of the worst potential things to happen in this country if they disqualify Trump from being able to run. The reason that they are going for Georgia also, I've found out, is because Georgia, like, the reason that Georgia's using basically the RICO Act to go after him and charge him, like, basically, like, as the head of a criminal organization. The RICO Act basically was designed to go after the mob. But Georgia, the state of Georgia has very, very strict RICO laws. Like, I believe that they are more severe than the federal RICO laws. And they do include a mandatory minimum 5-year prison sentence. Yes, it is very blatantly corrupt. If you want to talk about criminal conspiracy, wow, it sure is a huge fucking coincidence that all these indictments come out so close together, and at such a opportune time as well. Just like Fannie Willis requested that like I think the trial date be set for the day before Super Tuesday, which is when a third of the states in the US vote on who they want the presidential nominee to be. And I don't know. I think that you're going to see states attempt to either bar him. Like, if the state of Georgia is able to basically bar the front runner for the Republican Party in a presidential race, I know, like, hey, Corn, how are you? Glad you're here. Good to see ya. How's it going? I know, like, the Civil War stuff is a meme, but this is how you get a civil war. This is shit like this. Like, literally locking up the front runner of, like, this is the kind of shit you see in third world countries. This is kind of shit you see in African countries or South American countries, where the person in charge of the presidency, or whatever they want to call themselves, literally has their main political opponent jailed. Like, that's normally the kind of thing that we would see happen in shithole countries and go, yeah, wow, what a shithole. No wonder it's so fucked up. And it's wild to see it happening here. And people say that, oh, it can't happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. It could never happen. And how do I say this? It's look at, like, everything that's happened since, like, 2016 that people have said that'll never happen. Trump getting elected president in the first place, people said that'll never happen. Fucking the pandemic, people were saying that'll never happen. Like, when it very first started, and I was getting called a conspiracy theorist and a racist because I was like, yo, there's a pandemic coming. People said, no, that can't, no, you just think Chinese people are dirty or something. I don't know. But they said that could never happen. Hell, the fucking Russia invading Ukraine. Even, like, I think even I was like, yeah, that'll never happen. They just build up troops along the border and do it like around this time every year. It's military posturing. Nah. crazy shit. They'll never indict Trump. No former president has ever been indicted. It's like so many things in the past fucking 7 years, especially. It's just been like one thing after another where people go, that'll never happen. That can never happen. And then it fucking happens. And it just gets accepted. It's like, I don't know. It's really wild. Um, so I genuinely I genuinely fear where if they're able to disqualify Trump from running for president somehow, I genuinely fear the implications that will have for the future of this country, because it's going to fucking rip it apart, because you're going to have not only that level of political corruption, but you will have a significant portion, about half the country, let's just round off, and feeling like they had their, like they're not being represented, that they've been denied their representative of choice by their opposing political party, and they will not find the election legitimate, and rightfully so, because they weren't allowed to have the candidate of their choice. And that does not lead anywhere good. I can't think of as any instance in history that I'm aware of. Now, some of you guys know a lot more about history than I do, where something like that takes place, and it's the beginning of a new golden era. From what I'm familiar with, it tends to lead to a lot of people dying, people starting to kill each other over ideological differences. And let's not pretend like that's not already happening, and hasn't already been happening for years in the US anyways. So, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I wish I had, like, I don't want to be like black pilling, because I don't feel black pilled about it. I think things will turn out all right in the end, but I think things might get really, really bad for uh, who knows how long. And I think that things are going to continue to get crazier and crazier. And especially next year, I think next 2024 is going to be a fucking insane year. I just got a feeling, even like I mean, the election will be a big part of that, but even outside the election, I just have this gut feeling like 2024 is going to be, it's going to set a new standard for insanity and just chaos at bad times. But look forward to it, because if nothing else, I don't think there'll be boring times. And the only reason it's even coming to this is because I think we're winning. And by we, I mean whatever this like new kind of libertarian conservative movement thing is. Insightful. Yes, it will be. I mean, keep in mind that, you know, the other thing people always say is it's like, well, most people don't want a civil war. Well, it's like, no, most people, I don't think there's ever been a civil war that most of the population wanted. That's not how those things work. I mean, it's always a minority of the population. But I don't know. Oh, Jimmy Dore actually had a good clip. Recently. Those of you unfamiliar, Jimmy Dore is a leftist. He used to be on the Young Turks. Now they despise one another. But he's a comedian. But he does not. The reason that it did not work out with the Young Turks and him is because he actually criticizes Democrats and like does not toe the party line on obvious bullshit. Like from day one he was like, yeah, all this Trump Russia stuff is obviously bullshit. It's obviously bullshit. How can anyone believe it? It's ridiculous. But so
they indicted Trump, and here is the district attorney in full calling DA Willis. She's gonna tell you what Donald Trump did. He illegally tried to overthrow the election, ladies and gentlemen, with his words. Mm-hmm. Watch this.
The indictment alleges that rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result. Subsequent to the indictment, as is the normal process in Georgia law, the grand jury issued arrest warrants for those who are charged. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon.
So there used to be an agreement among the political class that you didn't prosecute your political enemies once you got power. And they used to be afraid that Donald Trump was the guy doing this. And now they're doing it. This is the fourth. This is a completely ridiculous, felonious indictment. Of course, you can get a grand jury to indict a ham sandwich. We all know that. That's what they did. And they're trying to say that Donald Trump used his words to overthrow an election. You're allowed to do that. The first thing you have to believe is that Donald Trump is lying. So if he believed that there was fraud in the 2020 election, then everything he did is okay. Everything they're accusing him of is based on the fact that he knew it was on the up and up. Donald Trump knew it was a lie that the 2020 election was fraudulent, that was a lie, and he pushed it, and then he pressured electors and other people to flip their votes and find votes for him. Well, if you really think that the election was stolen from you and there was voter fraud, you would think there's lots of more thousands of votes for you out there for people to find. So this is what they're trying to get him on. It's ridiculous. This is the fourth completely, not that they might not convict him. That has nothing to do with whether he should be prosecuted or not. That has nothing to do with it. Whether they're going to convict him or not. There's nothing to any of these cases. They're criminalizing free speech. Well, watch this, Kurt. So, by the way,
all right. Here's the golden part.
If Trump had really done what she said, tried to overturn that election illegally? That would have been great, because maybe it would have avoided the Ukraine war, the one that we're paying for. Or maybe if Donald Trump was president and they made him do the Ukraine war, at least people might be a little more skeptical of it. But he didn't. So so let's remember what the Democrats did.
He's got the right attorney general in position to do it. We now know they really have been trying to gin up criminal prosecutions and criminal investigations into the president's perceived enemies.
This is when they thought Trump was doing it to Joe Biden. Now Joe Biden's doing it to Trump, and it sounds like they're describing what Joe Biden and the Justice Department and all these DAs are doing to Donald Trump. Tell me if it doesn't.
He's got the right attorney general in position to do it. We now know they really have been trying to gin up criminal prosecutions and criminal investigations into the president's perceived enemies, politically motivated persecution, right? Courtesy of Bill Barr. I'll roll in the FBI on you. That's how banana republics work, right?
The home of the 45th president of the United States has been raided by the FBI.
Mr. Trump is using the Justice Department to go after his perceived enemies. I feel worried about the prospect of the Justice Department being used as a tool of this president or any. In our little banana republic, any capable prosecutor can get a grand jury to hand down an indictment of something as innocent as a ham sandwich.
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump.
Breaking news on former President Trump. He's been indicted for the 4th time in 5 months.
Bill Barr, on the president's behalf, is weaponizing the Justice Department to go after the president's enemies. When you win an election, you don't seek to just prosecute the losing side.
The president using the Justice Department as a weapon to get what he wants.
Department of Justice is totally politicized.
Sticking the Department of Justice on political opponents, threatening to imprison his political rival, Banana Republic style.
Trying to exact revenge against all of his enemies, tin pot dictator in a banana republic.
Is acting more like a banana republic dictator.
He's using government resources to go after his political opponent.
Essentially, we are a banana republic, that we are seeking to have a bogus and criminal investigation into a political opponent.
And that's using the Department of Justice to also target Trump's political opponent for nefarious reasons. This is a massive abuse of power and a betrayal of our values.
The United States is targeting a family member of a political opponent. This is a type of thing that happens in a banana republic.
And trying to take out a political rival in Joe Biden.
Criminally investigating an American political rival, someone the president is worried about losing to in the next election.
To investigate my principal opponent or a principal opponent in the upcoming election. Houston, we have a problem.
Don't you think that's something that should be investigated when the incumbent political party opens a counterintelligence investigation on the candidate of the opposing party?
We know Trump is itching to politicize the Justice Department, and the Attorney General has been super shady.
The president is weaponizing the Department of Justice to bring cases against his enemies. The Department of Justice is in an existential crisis.
Again, it's yet another example of the Justice Department basically losing all of its independence in this administration.
This is now about corrupting the next election. And for me, this was crossing the red line.
The president who is actively trying to potentially steal the upcoming election,
but to try to take out a political rival. The end goal being 2020.
Donald Trump and his attorney general are using the Justice Department. The only difference between this and a banana republic is that Trump does not eat fruit.
The 2020 election is really the last chance we have to stop our system from fully sliding into a corrupt banana republic.
Bill Barr has done everything that Donald Trump has wanted him to do.
Yeah.
We're living in a banana republic right now.
When you start using the Justice Department to go after your enemies, that's very, very dangerous.
Donald Trump is using the Department of Justice to go after his enemies in any way that he can.
Having the head of the chief federal law enforcement agency essentially working on his behalf to investigate a political rival.
To investigate the family of a political opponent. Basically, banana republic behavior.
We're no better than some, some banana republic.
And he's using the abuse of power and every element of the presidency to try to do something to smear me.
We just have to demonstrate that he will not take power if he does run.
So I appreciate Tom Elliott tweeting that out. But this should really scare you because everything that they were saying on that video is actually happening right now. That's what's happening. We became a banana republic. The establishment wants to criminalize their only person who's going to oppose them. And they would be doing the same thing if Bernie Sanders somehow grabbed power. Or if Cornel West was able to grab power, they would be doing the same thing to Cornel West. They would be calling him a criminal. They would be criminalizing his following.
This is why Jimmy Dore.
They already called him. They've called him white supremacist. They call him Russian
get along
asset.
with the Young
They
Turks and does get along
that's
with
the playbook.
Tucker
and
Carlson.
this is the new playbook: is the establishment,
Even
not
though
only in
he's
America but
a
in other
leftist.
countries, the establishment criminalizes their political opponents and puts them in jail. And that was Democrats. That was 3 minutes straight of Democrats warning you about the thing that they're doing right now. And Donald Trump says a large, complex, detailed, but irrefutable report on the presidential election fraud, which took place in Georgia, is almost complete and will be presented by me at a major news conference at 11 a.m. on Monday of next week in Bedminster, New Jersey. Based on the results of this conclusive report, all charges should be dropped against me and others. There will be a complete exoneration. They never went after those that rigged the election. They only went after those that fought to find the riggers. Now, there's something really uncomfortable about riggers in all caps like that, I gotta say. Not as uncomfortable as, say, I don't know, putting a medal on a Nazi at Disney World like the great Jon Stewart did. Here's what Glenn Greenwald has to say about it.
That Donald Trump did exactly that was illegal.
So he's trying to find out, what did Donald Trump do that it's illegal?
We have to prove Trump honestly thought he did.
What's up?
The guy who has probably
My
never in his
riggers.
life
Thought he
it was
lost
his
anything.
fault, or
Never took responsibility for
which
a
you
failure.
all know and criticize him
Yes.
for. But you think this time
he knew secretly
the
he was a
truth
loser.
inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what Glenn says.
See, like, that's an argument from like leftists that I'm like, I can be like, yeah, that's actually like a logical argument. Like if you are the type of person that thinks, you know, Trump is such a narcissist that, you know, he never takes responsibility and he does have that, a bit of that. I can see where they're coming from. Trump, I agree with them. I don't think Trump believes he lost the election. I don't think he believes that whatsoever. And so yeah, if you're the type of person that thinks that he's like such a narcissist, like he can never admit wrongdoing, then how can you believe that he knew that he lost?
What did he do?
That Donald Trump did exactly that was illegal. He definitely sued in court multiple
Glenn
times and
Greenwald,
lost,
by the
which is
way.
absolutely his right to do. He told Mike Pence what he heard from his lawyers was Mike Pence's ability to do, even if it wasn't, which is...
So Trump's lawyers told him that Mike Pence could overturn the election, and so Trump leaned on Mike Pence to exercise what Trump thought his power was, which again, not illegal.
Act as that vice presidential role and reject as certified results, ones that he regarded had evidence of fraud, and send them back to the states. He arranged for an alternative state of electors to be ready to be anointed in the event he could prove that there was fraud. But what about this is criminal? Which of these steps are illegal? You really have to stretch the law to make it into a crime. I'm not saying it's impossible, but this is what I've been saying from the beginning. If we're going to abandon decades worth of consensus among Washington elites and the political and media class,
the consensus he's talking about is that we're not going to try to criminalize our political opponents. That's the consensus.
Yeah, it
that
looks
once
really
someone gains
bad.
power, they won't immediately try to throw their political opponents in jail. That's what he means.
Even though
they didn't put Dick Cheney and George Bush in jail, and
Yes.
they admitted to ordering a torture program.
Yes, exactly. If they literally belong in prison.
Barack Obama committed war crimes every day of his life. He presided over the drone program, which killed 90% innocent women, children, grandmothers, grandfathers, babies. He was doing that.
Any male with arms and legs over the age of 15?
90% innocent people he
That ain't
killed.
collateral damage.
That's not. That's on purpose.
If they got a terrorist, that was collateral.
That was. Okay. So that's the consensus he's talking about, is that even though they're all war criminals, all of them, every president in my lifetime, you don't prosecute your political enemies, and that was the consensus. Well, now this is over because the donor class hates Donald Trump. By the way, Donald Trump was one of them. So this idea that somehow Donald Trump is a horrible liar, criminal, some kind of crazy criminal who needed to be indicted 4 times, he's been in public life for like 70 years. They gave him his own network television show for 10 years straight where Hollywood celebrities would genuflect at his altar, and they weren't even allowed to use his first name. That's how much reverence they had for him, Mr. Trump. They gave him Emmy nominations. Every politician wanted to be seen with him. The Clintons and his kids are best friends. They all go to each other's weddings. They all play golf with each other.
Oprah.
Yeah. So this idea that somehow Donald Trump all of a sudden in his 75th, 6th, or 7th year of life became some kind of unbelievable criminal that they have to prosecute right now, of course, doesn't pass the smell test whatsoever.
You understand the crime here. It's something they all believe in. They'll tell you over and over again. It's called staying in your lane.
That's right.
And so even the great Howard Stern is like, oh, if he said I'm not going to run for president anymore, I would hug him right now.
That's right.
Like, you're supposed to stay. So, for example, don't research anything. That's not your lane.
That's right. You're supposed to let Dr. Fauci look it up for you.
It's called stovepiping in the intelligence community.
That is right. So let's hear what Glenn has to say.
Consensus that I have not shared, that I have rejected, but I only want it abandoned if it's going to be applied legally to equally to everybody. I don't want it to be a one-time only exemption for Trump. I had been arguing since the beginning of writing about politics that the media's fraudulent neutrality or posture of not having opinions or not being subjective was devastating to journalism because everybody knows it's a fraud. And then, of course, sometimes as a journalist, you have to take sides if one side is saying something untrue and the other side is saying something true. The example I always use was the use of torture methods by George Bush and Dick Cheney that had been regarded as torture in every single jurisdiction, including American jurisdictions, for decades. And I don't just mean waterboarding. The torture that was used by the United States as part of the war on terror went way beyond that.
Yes, it did.
All kinds of stress positions, keeping people in cold, depriving them of sleep for days at a time to disorient them. Classic techniques of torture that had been regarded as torture and prosecuted as torture by the American authorities for decades. And then simply because George Bush found a couple of lawyers, neocon lawyers in the Justice Department, to say it wasn't torture, the media refused to call it torture.
That's true.
On the grounds that they shouldn't take sides.
They called it enhanced
and they would start to call it partial interrogation techniques because that was the terminology the Bush Justice Department had adopted.
Enhanced interrogation
was against that. Of course, the media needs to have an allegiance to the truth, and sometimes that does mean you say that one side is wrong and the other side is right. They obviously have abandoned this feigned neutrality. They don't pretend at all to be neutral. It's just their loyalty is not to the truth. It's just to defeating Donald Trump. It's not that they've abandoned this practice of feigning neutrality or being objective to a flaw. It's a one-time only exemption for Donald Trump. Everything has been transformed as a result of Donald Trump. Every profession, every institution that has anything to do with politics has abdicated their role in order to do that. And that's the same here. This does not mean, none of these indictments mean that we're now going to start to have a very wide and permissive interpretation of law to start indicting top-level politicians. If it were, I would look at it differently. I would still only favor prosecution where someone has actually committed clear crimes. You cannot go around charging popular politicians with crimes absent clear criminality, because if you do that, you're going to destroy the credibility of the justice system and of the legal authorities.
And that's what's happening right now. They've destroyed the credibility of the justice system and the legal authority in this country. They did that. That's what's happening. But I say this to Glenn. Well, what's so hard for Glenn to understand, really, right? If we stretch the law to get Trump, then we'll have a permanently gaping loose law that we could then use against you. It's a win-win, really. It's a win-win, really.
We need more gaping laws.
We need more gaping, loosened laws. And let me just show you this. Michael Tracy says, can someone explain to me why it's such a frightening menace to democracy that large numbers of GOP voters think the 2020 election was illegitimate? But supermajorities of Democrats think Russia literally hacked the voting machines in 2016, actually strengthens democracy somehow. And he points to this. So there's a supermajority, 67% of Democrats think that it is probably true or definitely true that Russia tampered with the vote tallies in order to elect Donald Trump. That's the question. Did Russia tamper with vote tallies? 67% of Democrats think they literally flipped votes in voting machines.
Well, they called it hacking the election.
Yes.
And I would ask, what do you mean? Did they hack the machines?
They say yes.
Well, the people at the time, they were going, no. I guess they thought he hacked Hillary's emails and that's hacking the election. They weren't saying, like, this is deliberately confusing. So when it's all said and done, it's like crossing state lines.
No, but there were all those, there were all those stories that mainstream media ran that said Russia has cracked into our voting rolls. Remember? I don't know if you remember that. Oh yeah. First it was 17 states voting rolls, and they got there. Then it was 41, and then it turns out that was all a lie. That was all made up by the FBI and was repeated by the mainstream media and the Young Turks and people with MSNBC contracts and all those people.
Yeah, right.
And the Democrats couldn't say it enough that they thought that the voting was rigged.
Continue to think that our voting machines are too vulnerable.
Researchers have repeatedly demonstrated that ballot recording machines and other voting systems are susceptible to tampering.
Even hackers with limited prior knowledge, tools, and resources are able to breach voting machines in a matter of minutes.
In 2018, electronic voting machines in Georgia and Texas deleted votes for certain candidates or switched votes from one candidate to another.
The biggest seller of voting machines is doing something that violates Cybersecurity 101, directing that you install remote access software, which would make a machine like that, a magnet for fraudsters and hackers.
These voting machines can be hacked quite easily.
You could easily hack into them. It makes it seem like all these states are doing different things, but in fact, 3 companies are controlling this.
It is the individual voting machines that pose some of the greatest risk.
There are a lot of states that are dealing with antiquated machines, right, which are vulnerable to being hacked.
Was it this? Workers were able to easily hack into an electronic vote.
So I can play this. This goes on for about 3 or 4 more hours. And so all of a sudden in 2020, you weren't allowed to say that because Trump. So you're a chump. Most people in America are chumps and dupes to propaganda. And what's crazier is that they don't think they're propagandized. Americans are the most propagandized people. They got you to think the exact opposite. Hillary Clinton couldn't beat Donald Trump, and they made you think that a Russian and Putin somehow flipped votes so he could become president. And everyone still believes that. 67% of Democrats believe that. That was in 2017.
Yeah, I assumed I assumed that this was gonna happen, that there were gonna be videos of this. Maui residents chant "fuck you" to Joe Biden as he finally shows up 13 days after the fires.
Wow, he's finally here! Wow, yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Fuck you! Wow, he's
Yeah, it's like clickbait bullshit.
Open. It's going to allow pensions and social support to be paid to the Ukrainian people so they have. It's also going to help schools and hospitals open. It's going to allow pensions and social support to be paid to the Ukrainian people so they have something in their pocket. Since Russia invaded Ukraine just over 2 months ago, we have sent more than $3 billion
in security assistance to Ukraine. Last week, I sent Congress, if you excuse the point of personal privilege, talking like an old senator, but sent a supplemental budget, a fancy way of saying we need more money. As I said from the beginning, this fight is not going to be cheap. And I'm once more urging Congress to quickly pass this supplemental funding bill, over $300 billion to help the Ukrainians. FEMA has approved 50,000 meals, 75,000 liters of water, 500 beds, 10,000 blankets, and as well as other shelter supplies for survivors displaced from their homes. FEMA also authorized one-time payments of $700 per household for folks who've been displaced.
Thanks, Texas Mom 20. Oh, I heard about this.
You guys catch the boots out here? That's some hot ground, man.
Hello, everybody. All right, Chris, we're gonna jump ahead to the next spot, okay, guys? Thank you.
Joe Biden pointing out that the dog has little boots on because the ground is so hot. And laughing about it. Good times. Good times. Let's play a game. Hold on. Okay. Last time on Persona 5 Royal, I got Yusuke as a new party member, and I hate him. I hate him. I don't want him as a party member. I hate his character. I really did not think they were going to make him a party member. I was genuinely surprised that they did. I hate him so much. But, what else? We exploited on a lot. Which was fun. And he just keeps like upping the stakes. And everyone except On just kind of like goes along with it. It's kind of fucked up. Alright, what did everyone else do? Daily life. Studied, read, brewed coffee, job, cleaned, took a bath. I still don't know how to do that. Made tools, watched a DVD, slept.
Hey.
Crooks are everywhere. I'm gonna
now listen up.
What do
you want to do?
Oh. The weather's bad today, so it's easier to focus on studying when you're stuck inside. So maybe I'll get extra.
Make sure you close up.
Wasn't that song in Persona 4? Point up. Fuck yeah. Come on, I want to get to 3.
Well then.
I want to be a knowledge beast. Anon, get the fuck out with that shit, LOL.
I'm so depressed.
The part-time job is such a drag. You mean your job at the beef bowl shop on Central Street? Right? I thought you said the pay was good. Oh man. I wish Chie were here. So bad. Plus that politician who makes speeches in front of the station is regularly there, isn't he? What? Maybe you can network with him if everything goes well. Yeah, wouldn't you love to hang out with a politician? No way, I'm not even interested in politics. Sigh. I really don't want to go, even if the pay is good. Running the whole place by myself just sucks. That job magazine said it was a fun, thrilling workplace. I wish another part-timer would join. I guess it's tough out there, but Phantom Thieves need money too. You should pick up one of those job magazines. Don't tell me what to do, Morgana. Why don't you get a job? Our grades are out. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. I bet I'm number 1. My allowance is safe for now. What'd I get?
Yeah.
A little higher than average. My charm went up.
All right.
Because I got as slightly above average on my test. We need to start inviting Yusuke to the hideout meetings now. Our fight's not over until the exhibit ends. Keep your head in the game. Oh god, I've got a bunch of Oh yeah, pollen warning. Oh Jesus. What are you doing right now? Ain't we going to the palace today? I'm still hanging out in the hallway. Let me know if something comes up. Decide later. Want to go to the palace today? I'll leave it to you to get everyone once you've decided when to meet up. Well, what do you want to do? Should we meet up at the head to the palace? Decide later. What happened? How have you been since our last talk? Anything bothering you? Is that my fucking the school shrink they hired? Is he texting me? If you've got time, I'd be happy to chat with you again after school. No.
Leave it to me.
I think he's grooming me. No. Oh, there's Ryuji. Let me see what most people did. That's pretty split. Time with went to the palace, time with Ryuji to Takami. Oh yeah. Trial by burger. I should probably go to the
Yusuke, we still need to explain the basics to you, don't we?
Oh, you mean about the metaverse and the nav? Yeah, I guess that stuff is pretty important.
Don't pretend like you understand
let's
any
start
of
from the
it.
beginning. First, the metaverse spots where we act as the Phantom Thieves are called palaces. Palaces are worlds that take form from someone's cognition, a materialization of their reality.
So do we each hold palaces within ourselves as well?
No, not just anyone will have one. It's primarily those with strong, distorted desires.
They basically gotta be criminals. Real bastards like Kamoshida or Madarame.
On the other hand, palaces can't exist within persona users. It's just
What?
impossible for them to form. Basically, your persona is the true feelings of your heart, which arise from accepting your inner shadow. Then, since you have full control over your emotions, there's no way your desires can get distorted.
So that's how it works.
Obviously, I knew that. Oh yeah, and we use the Metaverse Nav app on our phones to get into that world.
It's actually pretty simple. Just say a person's name, location, and distortion, then you're in.
Location?
So like, Madarame's would be shack. Then his distortion is that he thinks it's a museum.
How do you know what their palace is going to look like if you've never set foot in it before?
It
That
doesn't make
part's
a lot
kinda
of
like
sense.
A quiz or something. It'll probably get pretty tricky from here on out too.
It's very like lateral
I feel
thinking.
as though I have a good grasp on the basic concepts. If anything arises which I fail to
I don't.
understand,
I still
I'll rely
don't.
on those more experienced than myself.
Yeah, I got you covered, newbie.
You should probably ask Morgana if you need anything.
Yeah.
Thinking back to Madarame, though, I can't believe he'd consider pressing charges.
Yes, I've never seen him show such anger before. He is most likely quite serious about that.
What should we do? There's no way we'll be able to win if that happens.
He likely won't act on that threat until the final day of the exhibit, June 5th. Simply put, I doubt he would be so foolish as to taint his name with a trial during his exhibition.
Alright, so
What?
we just gotta
But
steal Madarame's heart by then?
immediately
There's no way we can let him
afterward
press
would
charges.
be fine.
We'll show people who he really is.
Okay.
We cannot overlook this. Okay, it is time we start the meeting.
Feels good, man.
That's it for that meeting.
Alright, everything's going well. So let's fucking go.
Let's go.
While I munch on chicken tendies.
Oh yeah. We haven't decided on the new recruit's code name yet.
It has to be Kitsune. You know, with that Kitsune mask and everything.
Hell yeah! That really leaves an impression.
Are you talking about me?
What do you want your name over here to be?
It's your name.
I'd say Da Vinci.
Oh my god.
Nope. Well, you've got that mask like On said, and there's that weird tail. All right, you're Aburage.
What is that?
Very well.
He's agreed to it?
It's decided then. Aburage.
What is that?
Nuh-uh, not happening.
What is that?
Do you have any ideas, Joker?
Hi, Hold Your Fire. How are you? Nice to see you. Fox. Clown. No, that's too close to Joker. Fox.
Oh, just keep it literal, huh? Sounds good to me.
What do you think, Fox?
It's acceptable.
It's set then. Let's go.
Coyote. Coyote would be better.
By the way, we should have Joker decide who our starting lineup is from here on out.
Starting lineup? You mean the ones who'll be going in first?
Yeah. Now that Fox has joined us, it'll be harder to move around as a group. We'll stand out more too. Considering how we've operated to this point, we should have 4 starters. Anyone else can be backup.
And I guess we always gotta have our leader with us, right?
Exactly. That's why we'll have Joker choose the remaining 3.
And what should the backup do? Would it be best for them to stay outside of the palace?
No. They should come in as well, but maintain a reasonable distance from the main group. In other words, the starting lineup is the first wave of our infiltration force.
What?
Well, we'll leave the team composition to you, Joker.
To change party members, speak with your teammate. Okay.
I should write something.
Yusuke's level 15. Does not have very much SP, but he has a lot of 8. Well, doesn't have a whole lot of HP. Ranged attack. Goemon. Okay. Bufu, Giant Slice, Sukukaja, Vicious Strike. So he's very physical. Scoundrel Eyes may slightly increase allies' chance to avoid physical attacks. Weak to fire, strong to lightning, or ice, water, whatever. Ishikawa Goemon. Isn't Goemon a video game? Like an old video game? Was a thief who stole from the rich and gave to the poor in Japan. Oh, it's Robin Hood. During the Azuchi Mamayama period. The kabuki scene of him sitting on the gate of Nanzenji is famous. What is he holding? Is that a giant pipe? Goemon and the Mystical Ninja. Yeah! I don't think I ever played it though. It's weird that he's physical when his HP's so low. Oh wait, he probably doesn't have any good armor or anything. I just thought of that. I should probably, like, unequip. Adverse resolve, increase scroll once around. Okay. What? Life bonus. Also that. Alright, let's get that off of him. Replica AR. Nice. Worn yet revealing. Plus resist sleep. Plus null sleep. A rather revealing set of succubus pajamas. Plus 30 HP. See, okay, so let's put that on him. Let's give him the, this. Now let's see what it is. $244. See, that's a lot better. Okay. Now I'm going to add Morgana on and Yusuke. Goodbye. Velvet.
Do you need something?
Hi, Jevrind. How are you? Is this the blood of the dark soul? No, that's a. I think that's a different game.
You certainly seem composed.
I haven't streamed that one in a long time.
You'd like to read the compendium registration?
How are you doing?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Time for some rehabilitation. Let's execute them.
What?
Can you gather them up?
Maybe. No. I'm not high enough level for any of that shit.
Fusion.
I forgot about this guy. That guy just, like, basically exists to be fused, right?
What path do you want?
Well, I'm level 16. Let's see what... Nekomata? Is that what I think it is?
This.
No, I don't think so.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
Eligor.
Not terrible.
No,
but
fuck
you okay
that.
With this?
No, fuck that.
You okay with this?
God, no. What?
Not
Wait.
terrible, but not impressive.
Ugh. I hate it. Wait, hi, Pixie.
Looks pretty tough.
Looks like David Bowie. My bad. I thought this is the blood of the dark soul. Then you fight Dullahan. Nigga, I don't know what you talking about. I have no clue. I'm not impressed with the high pixie though.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
None of these are impressive.
You change your mind? Done already? What? No slacking off.
I am gonna release some though, like this one. And this one, fuck that guy. Aw, Baryon, I don't want to get rid of him. What does Nocturnal Flash do? Is medium chance? That sounds pretty good. Jack Frost.
I should write something.
Alright, now we've got all that. Can you fuck fairly in this game? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge, at least. Is this where I want to go?
And we're here. What do you want to do now?
Got no idea how it looks like Mona figured out how to get that door open. Yeah, he sure did come through for us. I still cannot think straight, but I know what must. Let's press onward, Joker.
Yes!
Let's get back to...
Alright, find the treasure's location, head beyond the courtyard. Hell yeah, I've tried. This game has some nice waifus in it. If there was gonna be a way, I would have found it by now. What's over here? Wait, I've already been here, but what's to the right? Aha. Okay. Wait a second. What's this button? Okay. I guess this doesn't do anything. God damn it. Okay, so it's behind me. Where is he?
Oh! Hey!
Show me your true form!
I'll see how it looks.
Alright!
Oh yeah. Alright, let's see how Yusuke does in combat here.
Just say the word. So fire is its weak point.
They're both weak to fire. It's not worth it. Alright, Yusuke, let's see how your basic attack does. Not bad. God damn it.
Are you alright? Boxer, your speed's been decreased. Alright, I'm pissed. Panther's back! You're still gorgeous, Panther.
Persona! I lend it.
That's not bad.
Not bad, boss.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's hurry ahead.
Oh shit. Because I was eating fucking tendies.
But be careful.
I got ambushed.
No weaknesses I can see. Keep it going, Fox.
Persona! Don't rush it.
So fire is its weak point.
They're both strong against
So
ice.
fire is its weak point.
It's time.
I always like this song.
Barbarian! You're mine.
Looking cool, Joker. Joker took one out. All right. Only one more. Let's go.
So the thing about Obarion
Nice job, Panther. We took them all out.
is he crits a lot. And he has a move that like is set up for crit damage. And then he has like another skill that like increases his chances of getting crit damage. What the fuck is that? How do I get up there?
I can see it.
I don't know. There's gotta be some trick. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah!
Huh? Huh. Okay.
Focus.
That guy looks tough.
There's a shadow, and a tough one at that.
I'll reveal your true form.
I can take him.
All right. The first move is on.
I'm not this guy.
Don't waste your bullets. This one's strong against gunshots. Don't waste your bullets.
I fucking hate this guy.
Lather cell.
I appreciate it.
Let's do this! How about this?
I put him to sleep, I guess. I can get technical.
Someone finish it! Clean hit!
Alright. This is where shit's what's his name? Shisa. They're chill little guys apparently.
Shisa!
Nuke his ass.
They're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
I don't know. What kind of damage is all-out attack? Because he nullifies physical. Well, let's try it and find out. I don't know if it counts as physical or not. Apparently not. Whoa!
Damn it! I don't have much health left.
Yeah, heal yourself, bitch.
Persona!
Nuke him again.
They're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker! This'll end it!
Am I gonna ask what every stream?
Physical attacks won't work on this one. Persona! All right.
Come! There!
Do not move a muscle.
Let's go!
If all-out attacks count as physical, it's because I can never remember if they do or not. I can't help it, I'm not smart.
I leveled up.
Nice.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Focus.
What type of damage do they count as then? Something's weird.
It's somewhere.
Oh, I have the hiccups. Wait, what's this? This has gotta be something important. We're right there. Come on.
I can feel it.
What? Okay.
I can see it.
Oh. That brochure.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I can get a part-time job.
Hey.
Yes!
It has the rest of the map. Now I can use it to figure out where the treasure is. Hooray!
It looks like.
We will need to pass through the lounge and the gallery in order to reach it. The deeper in we go, the tighter security is going to be. We need to advance carefully, okay? I'm going to kill every shadow I see. It's total shadow death.
Joker! A treasure!
Yeah, I see it.
There's a shadow. What do we do?
Where? All the way over there? That's what you're freaked out about?
Should we go get it?
I can feel it.
Joker!
It feels like I might touch them accidentally. Let's be careful. Well, maybe you should just wait here.
Oh, a treasure chest. This is what thievery is about.
What else would it be about, idiot?
Show me your true form.
Got him. Oh, I hate corpse.
Weaknesses I can see.
I hate these guys. I hate that. That's a really terrifying design. It's like something out of Eraserhead. Anyway, let's see what's the best way to kill him.
Persona! Persona! Jack Frost! There!
Oh, is it ice?
Woo! Looking cool, Joker.
I am the coolest.
Ravage now!
Woo! Looking cool,
Not move a
Joker.
muscle.
Let's go!
This'll end.
Wait, why are you calling me a pussy now?
Okay.
Huh?
Why are you
That was a little
bullying
too
me
easy.
so hard? Why are you so mean? On the internet of all places. I just wanted to stream and have a good time. Oh, what?
I can see it.
I can't do the noise.
What happened?
We're surrounded. 3 enemies.
That noise.
It's weak to fire skills. Witness my resolve. I missed.
Well, how could that happen? Yeah.
Weak to fire skills.
Oh, there's a Jack Frost here?
I don't see a weak spot. Don't use ice. I don't see a weak spot.
Possessing dog a ghost.
Get ready. Dance, Sordid. See that again, Panther.
Oh, they blocked it.
Persona.
Ooh, ooh.
Persona. Carmen. What's the matter? You're so gorgeous, Panther.
Don't obstruct us.
2 enemies remaining. Don't let your guard down. That's it. 2
Okay.
foes left. Let's do this.
Ah, wind.
It's almost scary how good I am. Zorro! It's almost scary how good I am.
Chill them all.
Okay, guys. Let's do it! The end.
All right.
Let's hurry ahead.
You don't tell me what to do.
It's somewhere.
What? There's gotta be a way of switching it off, right? Oh, wait. I see now.
Joker, there's a chest!
Joker!
I can see it.
A Kongao of Fudo, whatever the fuck that means.
Hey, there's a strong-looking one over there. We've seen that kind before.
His stance conveys the notion that he is no ordinary foe.
Really? That's what you get from that stance?
I think the control room's behind him. He's probably guarding it to make sure nobody gets too close. However, we'll need to disarm the security if we want to ensure we have a safe infiltration route. Forcing our way through seems to be our only option.
Alright, well, Morgana has marked him for death. I must obey the cat.
Hey, are you ready to do this?
Let's go.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
It was simple.
That won't be the case here.
I bet it will. Oh, what is he? Yeah. Monk of the Valley?
Shadow's weakness is ice.
Oh, okay.
I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weak. I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weakness is ice. Let's do this.
I appreciate it.
Here he comes.
Uh-oh.
I shall be your opponent.
I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weakness is ice.
But it is vulnerable to fire still, so... Let's see, attack down. Attack up. Uh-oh.
Let's go. Goemon!
Ah, nice one, Fox.
I am thou. Let's go. Goemon, strike!
Ah, nice one, Fox.
Yeah.
This is my other self.
Right. Here comes.
Pass the baton and follow up.
Let's go. Hold on. Persona!
What's up? Yeah, just attack down.
Persona!
No.
I don't see a weakness.
Persona! All right.
Gathering the power of wind. Alright, that sounds bad. That sounds like a guard. Everyone guard.
Here he comes.
God damn it.
Now you'll get it.
I might have fucked up.
I shall be your opponent.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I don't see a weakness.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Persona! All right.
My God.
I am thou. Goemon! Let's go. Goemon, strike! This is my other self.
Wind won't work here.
He nullified.
Let's go.
What about ice? Oh, nice.
Persona!
There.
I get his attack down.
Persona! Ha! Oh, that's a big
Thank
help.
you.
Persona! Get ready!
Persona!
Take this!
Nice.
I knew you could do it, Fox.
Wait, can I talk to him? Lend me your power.
Words aren't getting through.
Well, let's beat the shit out of him then, I guess.
Wind won't work here.
Persona! There!
Just say the word. We should check its affinity. Wind won't work here.
Yeah, I know that. Idiot. Now do you want to talk?
That won't work right now.
Alright. You asked for it.
Okay, guys. Cleanup complete.
Easy peasy.
Check out this new skill!
Yeah, it's great. Light physical damage to all foes 1 to 3 times for 34 HP. That's awesome.
Whew, that guy was tough. I guess that's just par for the course in a palace.
It really was on a totally different level from the other enemies, though.
No, it wasn't.
He dropped some sort of card.
A skill card is a special type of item used to teach one of your personas this particular skill. Oh, it's like a TM in Pokemon or whatever. These cards can only be used on personas Sordid currently has in his stock. Hey, that's me! The card will be consumed upon use, so employ them wisely.
What's this for? I've never seen anything like it.
Ain't it just some kind of loot? Come on, let's get back to exploring.
Ryuji has no intellectual curiosity whatsoever.
I can feel it.
Oh shit, I'm feeling it.
Indeed.
It appears this is the control room for the security. Sweet, let's turn that shit off already. Yeah. Beep boop bop boop. Another one? Someone else who might know it. Oh, great. Beep boop bop boop.
There's a treasure chest. Come.
Oh!
Yeah, open it. Ibitachi.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so he got a better weapon.
It's somewhere.
Sweet. Good for him. I hear the intruders already got past the central guard and security. Yeah, I just got a call earlier to change the password here too. What to it? Better not be simple. Well, I was having some trouble coming with the go, and for now I set to the numbers for Lord Madarame's feet. What are you talking about? Let's get back on. There's a chance the intruders are nearby. What? I don't.
I don't know.
The numbers. I don't know, man. I don't really want to think about what it could mean. The numbers on Madarame's feet. The numbers on Madarame's feet. I gotta be honest. I got nothing. There must be more. Like, I don't know, something, right?
I can feel it.
I hope there are no intruders. Please, no.
What?
I have something. I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Don't bother with ice attacks. Witness my soul! Keep it going, Fox!
Ho! I surrender, please have mercy, ho. Fuck you, ho.
Yeah! Victory!
All right.
Well, that's that. Now let's hurry on.
It's somewhere. Show me your true form.
What the fuck is that?
Dangerous one in there.
Night Chimera?
I don't see a weakness. I don't see a weakness.
Wait, what about the others?
Shadow's weakness is ice. I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weakness is persona. Ice.
Wait,
I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weakness is
wind works on them though, right? Magaru them bitches. What? See, I told you they were scary. Oh, it missed that big bastard? Ugh.
I don't see a weakness. Shadow's weakness is
Let's try Miragi. Weak.
very nice.
Oh shit, and that one exploded too.
This one is weak to fire. Persona! Dance, Carmen! Hit confirmed! You got their weakness, Panther! Ah! Get away from me! All enemies defeated.
According to
Just
plan.
what I'd expect from you, Joker.
All according to Kaikaku.
Okay. Huh. They were nothing.
It's somewhere.
Mugabe's, or whatever his name, his feet? His feet. Wait a second.
I can feel it.
Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Damn it. Okay. I can't get to that painting though, can I? Except to go through that way, and I can't get through that way either. Some bullshit.
It's somewhere.
I'm genuinely perplexed.
Focus.
Wait. There's something written here. Here we praise our most holy Lord, Ichiryusai Madarame, the one ray of hope in this depraved world. He stands alone as his two adept hands paint into the future. None shall ever match his excellence. Could this be the spot of Madarame's feet? It's at his feet. Oh right, but isn't the password supposed to be a number of some kind? Their numbers show one ray of hope stands alone with 2 adept hands. None shall match him, which means
Nice.
alright. That was dumb.
I can see it.
Oh, come on. I'm getting tired. Cha-ching, baby. Whoa, that opened all sorts of stuff. Alright, let's get moving.
Something.
Alright, for one thing, we got circled back around for goodies.
Oh.
Open the chest. Oh. Bead. What kind of beads are those on? Wait. Was it not something for her? Why was she there? I don't know what that was. I just picked up, I guess. Bead chain fully restores HP of all. Oh, it's just an item that restores. Okay. I don't know why On was there for that scene. Maybe I think it was like a new weapon for her. Dizzy Vial S. Okay. Well, that certainly sounds useful. Nope. This door's still sealed. Alright. We're gonna go back around this way. And now... examine giant painting.
This is amazing.
We're gonna go, fight Priscilla the half-breed. What the? It's almost like the TV.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you trample on my tranquil bamboo gun with those grimy feet? You shall not leave alive. The heck was that? Probably just hearing Madarame's thoughts. There's no need to panic. Madarame. It's kind of cool.
Oh. Joker.
Focus.
What?
How foolish.
I see. I understand now. I'm a genius.
Hey.
I should have known.
I can feel it.
Okay, no one's gonna comment on that. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. Okay.
Oh, this feeling. Maybe there's a safe room.
Focus. I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Don't use ice skill! Use wind to hit its weak point! Persona! Zoro! It's almost scary how good I am. Get up! Roger! Oh, look! The baton pass made you stronger! Let's see that again, Panther! This is a holdup! Let's finish this! This'll end! Aren't we the best?
Okay. Focus.
They were nothing.
Oh, a new safe room.
I'll just add this.
And that is where we will be calling it for tonight. I want to thank everyone that came out. I'm very, very sleepy. I'm surprised I don't know. I didn't sleep well last night. I did a lot today. I'm surprised I even streamed in the first place. Definitely feel like it was a low energy stream. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming out. I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Like tomorrow soon. So clear your calendar. If you got something scheduled tomorrow, forget it. I need you all on call for when I go live. Anyways, thanks again. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Take it easy.